Hey guys, this is Steven Battelle, sat here on a bale of hay at 2000 Trees, and you listen to the Morgan Richards interviews.
Here, Morgan Richards from Radio Cardiff, backstage here at 2000 Trees Festival, and I'm very pleased to say now that I'm joined by none other than the wonderful Steve Battelle.
Hello there, how you doing?
Hey man, you good?
Yeah, very good, thank you.
Yeah, how's things?
Yeah, good. It's my first festival on my own, so I'm quite excited.
Yeah,
really good.
Oh, fantastic. So Steve, it's been quite a creative period for you as of late. Just releasing your new EP, Life is Company, Me in the Crowd, followed up by a recent writing session in Berlin.
Yeah.
The creative juices never really stopped flowing for you, but it seems you've been inspired a bit more lately.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I feel like quite liberation in terms of not being in the kind of contracts. I've got my own label now, and I can release stuff when I want. So I released my debut record in December. I've just released an EP, and I'm recording a new EP next week, which will come out as soon as I can. You know, the physicalities of actually. So yeah, I don't think that the prolificness of my writing hasn't changed, but I'm finally able to get it out quicker than I was ever able to before, which just feels like amazing, you know, like really good. So yeah, that's why it's happening like that now. So I hope that I can just keep doing that, you know, forever.
Okay, well, fantastic. And with that, prior, you took quite some time working on your debut solo album, getting everything in really great detail. Why do you think everything's been running so smoothly compared to that? Obviously, you mentioned the label, but do you think it's taken you a little bit more time setting up this sort of project rather than the stuff with LostAlone?
No, it's a good point. I think like, but obviously you can be on labels that are fantastic and stuff, and we LostAlone had quite a few issues with various things. But I think mainly it's the length of time I took with the debut was more down to that I was working with a producer. We co-produced the record, but what we decided to do on it was by design, and I wanted to make an album where we set out 12 weeks across 2015 to 16, kind of across it, 12 week-long periods with gaps in between. And what I did was I went away the week before each recording session, and with the sole aim of I write the song that week that we record the next week. Now I write songs every day of my life, and so with LostAlone records and stuff, it would always be like there's 100 songs to choose from. I wanted to make Exit Brain Left a document of a year and very much of the places I was. So it was such a test as well, in that like this song's got to be good, because the budget for the production and the studio and everything there wasn't any money to, you know, you always love the song you've just written, so there wasn't an option on that record to write a song, think it's great, record it, and then a month later go, oh, actually it wasn't as good as this. It was so it was a very big test for me, and I loved it, and I'm really proud of the record. So it worked really nice, and I think like people who like my music can follow it, but I even more see it as a document of a really intense period of my life, because it was the ending of my band, and one of the songs is written in the period where we announced the end of the band and the final shows took part, so I was still in the band when that was written. So yeah, that's more the reason for the time. You can do stuff so much quicker on your own. It's just that simple. It only takes me as long as the production of having things or setting them up to Spotify. That's the length of time I like to spend now between finishing recording and it actually being out.
Okay.
I don't want to ever really have to wait. Like every LostAlone record we made took so long to come out from the finishing of recording that I'd already written 2 more full records by then, and it always felt odd. So yeah, so that feels great now, man. Really good.
Yeah, great to hear. And with your solo project, you really haven't toured all that much, only doing a really big launch show in here now at 2000 Trees. But recently you stated you were really missing touring life, and are open to the idea of maybe stepping back on the road a bit more.
Yeah, it was a total personal decision in that I wanted to do a show and see that I could do it, and then I was offered some stuff, and I said I'd love to do this because I know it and I like this festival. But I was quite nervous about touring after the band. My live band I have, because it's not like me on my own, it's a full band I have, and they're absolutely amazing, but it's just a personal thing where I didn't feel ready to do it, and I was also enjoying so much being able to write so much, and you know, I'm lucky it's lucky stroke working hard, but I write music for things that aren't mine, which is how I live. So I get to do music every single day of my life. I don't have to do a job. Well, it is a job, but it doesn't, writing songs for me is fun. But so I kind of got into a lot of that. The fact I can write some music for a film, use the money to make a record, kind of got a bit addictive. And touring will be quite costly for me as a solo artist who has to employ a band and everything. So that's the long answer to why I haven't found it. It wouldn't be good for me to tour in a way. But I was at my friend's show in Berlin the other night, and I just after it I was like, oh my god, I've got to tour. It was more the after show thing that hit me hardest, the bubble of touring and the fun and stuff. I love that part of it, so I'm talking to my agent now about I've got to tour. It's that simple. I've got to do it. So I'm up for it now.
Okay, so
unless it goes badly today, and then I'll never tour again.
So with that, really just expecting a lot more of exciting things to come from yourself in the near
definitely.
future.
I mean, this is my life. I know. My band members from LostAlone are dead happy in their lives. They don't do anything to do with music. Mark does a bit. Alan's had a baby, and that's like his life. But they're not. This is what I do, and I will do till I die. So I don't really have an option. That's all I can do. So there'll be just more and more coming from me as we go on, just constantly.
Okay. Oh, fantastic. Well, that's about it. Cheers, Steve, for taking the time out to have a quick chat with me.
I appreciate it, man. It's great to see you again after all these years.
Yeah, no worries. My pleasure.
Dressing room last time, and now in a field on hay.
Amazing stuff.
Amazing.
Hopefully I'll catch you again very soon.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks, man. Cheers.
Thanks, man.